Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are in action here for this 7-on-7 between Shaw Valley and the Johnstown Trojans.
Yeah, we pick up action right after the Chartiers Valley Colts just break the cover off the Johnstown Trojans defense. 6-0 they lead. But now we see the high-power Trojan offense back on the field.
All right, Johnstown here at the 40-yard line. Had a pretty impressive game going. Pretty impressive game going against Still Valley, 25-0. Let's see if they could go with a back-to-back victory here. Quarterback sends it short after number 3, and he's still in play here.
It wasn't touched. Got close to the first down, if not the first down itself. See where they mark him. They mark him at the 19-yard line for a gain of 21. Johnstown not messing around.
Not at all, not at all.
They took it personally that someone scored on them.
After such a winning streak. I mean, they didn't have anybody scoring them in the last game, so right now they are riding high. Let's see what we got here at the 20-yard line. Johnstown on the offense.
Quarterback's back. Pump fakes it. Man breaks off his route. It's
Ooh,
caught.
beautifully done there. Number 4 from Johnstown.
Tell you what, I think he was the dummy route on that play because they pump faked it to him. But then once he realized he had one-on-one coverage, he decided to say, I'm no dummy. Just broke it and went and ended up scoring the touchdown. Trojans going for 2 here like they normally do. And that pass is overthrown. Almost hit a young child behind the goalpost, but luckily that young man is okay. So Chartiers Valley on their way back on offense. Chartiers Valley struggled a little bit last year, going 2-8 overall, 2-5 in the Parkway Conference, but they had some heavy hitters in that conference, including but not limited to Central Valley Warriors and, of course, the Aliquippa Quips.
Ooh-wee. Yeah.
Yeah, and Chartiers Valley last year, just in section play alone, gave up 279 points compared to scoring 121 points as that pass is dumped off, and for a gain of about 5 will bring up 2nd and 15. But yeah, Chartiers Valley overall averaged 15.4 points a game, but averaged a whopping 37.6 points against per game.
Yeah. Right now, Chartiers Valley here at the 35-yard line to bring in the heat. Let's see what we got. Quarterback looking good here. He sends it deep, and a
beautiful
defense.
Pass break up there by the Trojan defender.
Yeah, the defense was no joke there. Neither was that pass, and they knew it. So Johnstown stays safe for a little bit longer. Let's see what we got here. We got a tied game, so this is just about anybody's game at this point. Still at the 35-yard line, Chartiers Valley. Ready in just a few here after this huddle discussion. And for those of you just now tuning in, the Knockouts and Championship will be on the same day, this Saturday, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on the Roxamore Sports Network. It'll be available on all the platforms by Roxamore Sports. That will be, wait, hold on. Oh, pass incomplete there. That'll be Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, Facebook beta page, and Facebook, as well as the Roxamore Sports Network itself, and, of course, YouTube. I believe you could also watch it on Twitter as well, but don't quote me on it.
Oh, it's on Twitter. Trust me.
It's on Twitter? All right.
Oh, yeah. It pops up on my feed all the time.
All right, now you can quote me on it. Let's see what we got here. Chartiers Valley has yet to gain some ground here. Surely that will change rather soon. Provided what I just said is not the infamous commentator's jinx. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, they bring a man in motion to bounce the formation. They're going for it all on third and almost a beautiful diving one-handed catch, but all for naught. 2 more points for the Trojans. They now lead 8-6, and we get to see the high-powered offense going, and I'm pretty excited about that as I just realized it's not the final of the game. It is the first, technically, quarter.
And I did give that infamous commentator's jinx on that one. I thought they were going to gain some ground at least that time around, knowing what you know about Chartiers Valley. But looks like Johnstown is weighing in some extra gravity onto Chartiers Valley as they now take the 40-yard line with a 2-point lead.
And one of the receivers for Johnstown had his shoes tied. That's a sign of a good coach there.
Yeah. It's amazing how just that one little thing can throw off the whole game. Looking good, looking good. Almost an interception there by Chartiers Valley's number 1. Almost. And again, it is a hazy day. Yeah. We got that Canadian wildfire. We wish them well over there across the border. As we are just dealing with the smoke. You can only imagine what it's like dealing with the real thing.
Yeah, when we say we want the smoke, this isn't what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Metaphorically. Beautifully caught there by number 11, Johnstown, past the 35-yard line.
He gets it down to about the 30. Numbers are hard, like I've said a million times.
Yeah, no, they definitely
They get it down to about the 32-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. But you know what? When all this smoke is coming down from Canada and they're making it hard on us, you know what, Canada? I'm so glad your soccer teams are about to go bankrupt.
Cancel a few flights of ours, yeah. It's the least they can do.
And it's a false start on the Trojans. But yeah, Max, we were messaging back and forth about trying to come up with jokes about the Canadian Wildfires, but yeah, their soccer programs going bankrupt was not a joke. They were literally about to go bankrupt. But again, when you come at the Kings of CONCACAF, you better not miss, and they missed, and now they're going to be bankrupt.
Ay. Better days ahead, Canada. Better days ahead.
No, I hope not. They're annoying. Now, back to the football on the field here. As that pass is caught, he advances it close to the 10-yard line inside the red zone. So a 1st down for the Trojans.
Indeed. 8-6 is now, still the score. Johnstown in the lead by 2. And of course, as always, thank you for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. For those of you that graduated, we congratulate you as you head off into a bold and beautiful future. See, quarterback is looking great there. Number 3 caught it, and that is indeed a touchdown there for Johnstown. Beautifully done. It was a straight shooter pass right then and there.
Yeah, not a lot of room there, and he fired it in the window where only the receiver could catch it. And look at some of the faces on the Colts. They're stunned by it.
13-6 is now the name of the game, at least for now, unless Johnstown can get it into the end zone here for the extra 2 points at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and Johnstown rotating all their receivers, so cupboard's not bare when they take the starters out as that pass is intercepted. But again, it means nothing to the Trojans.
Yeah, when the interceptions happen during the additional point attempt, it's worth nothing. But in the official play, yeah, it's worth 3 points. So let's see what we get. Chartiers Valley has cooking up here. Vengeance, of course. Let's see if they can deliver on that energy they have building up here.
Colts only down 8 points here, so not out of the realm of possibility that they could come back in this.
Game is just about ready here after this huddle discussion. Indeed, it is. All right. Players who are assuming the position here on the field. Let's see what we got here. Chartiers Valley ready for action. Johnstown ready for impressive defense. Let's see what we got here. Quarterback led the clock. He only has 4 seconds to make that pass and couldn't get a good eye on the field, it looks like.
Yeah, didn't have anything open, but I like what they're doing, though. We saw West Mifflin do this, too. They're still faking the handoffs and everything like that, even though it's not going to do anything, but it gets you in that motion for the regular season. Because if their offense is essentially a play action, run first and hit them with the play action, you might as well practice handing it off.
Right. So let's see what we got here. Chartiers Valley at the 40-yard line. Quarterback reading the field with better reading this time. Hands it over to number 1 just outside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a wounded duck on that throw, but they don't ask how. They ask how many, so
right.
He got the job done for the 8-yard gain.
Yeah, not too much more to go here. They need that touchdown. Though they'll not fall behind from Johnstown. Every point counts, and these games, they don't have an impressive amount of time. 20 minutes per game, so they got to rush it in there. Otherwise, they are in the ugly zone.
And just for our viewers at home, this field over here is running a little bit behind the other field we have.
Quarterback scans the field, and pass incomplete.
Good job by the defender to get his hand in there and break that pass up. It brings up a 4th and 12. And Chartiers Valley, if you want to represent the 4-1-2 here, even though you guys are kind of close to the 7-2-4 area. Actually, no, they're not. Never mind. I got my geography wrong. But anyway, it's a 4-1-2 joke.
Like you said, Mike, numbers are hard, man. At this time of the day, numbers are hard.
I know you've asked about it a couple of times, but there is a dumpster down by the scoreboard here at the Wolvarena, so it might not be a problem for you this year like it was last year.
Not at all.
Where I had to say ball at the X, second and whatever, because you couldn't see it last year.
And the best part is, a monitor is coming. I can't wait to see what's on that monitor, Mike. Cannot wait to see what's on that monitor.
And I'm curious to see what the official says here, and they do give him the first down. It was very close, right on the line. Yeah, Max, it's going to be fun, man. I said this, the worst decision the Woodland Hills School District ever made was give me free range for their video boards. That's the worst thing they ever did.
It's the highlight of the night, man. It's the highlight of the night.
We highlight as Chartiers Valley sends another man in motion to overload the left-hand side. Quarterback is back. He rolls, resets his feet, throws it. He's got one-on-one coverage, and he just overthrew it just a little bit.
Yeah. Too much power. Too much power. Good on, though. Good on, nonetheless. Chartiers Valley, they got to really get their gears going here and get into the end zone.
Going off the arm, Max, Chartiers Valley has to replace their number 1 passer and number 1 receiver. Passer Gavin Owens last year completed 105 passes on 195 attempts, 7 interceptions to 8 touchdowns for 1,217 yards, and their leading receiver was Lamont Payne. 34 receptions for 524 yards, averaging just under 15.5. Both are gone. As this quarterback pump fakes, and the defensive back, climbs the ladder. And if we're going off numbers, last year, the quarterback under center now was Chase Schofield, completed 2 passes for 0 yards. And again, we don't have the official rosters, and we don't know if they're going to change numbers or anything. But just going off that.
Right. Chartiers Valley bringing on the pressure.
3rd and goal, ball at the 19-yard line.
Let's see what we got here. Of course, we got more action coming up here. It's only 6:38 right now. Games usually go on until 7:40, sometimes 8 o'clock. But nonetheless, we were in action, and that pass is broken up there by Johnstown's defense, putting Chartiers Valley in a rough position here as time's running out.
Yeah, we've talked all about the Trojan offense today, but their defense is saying, hey, don't forget about us. That's at least 3 pass breakups on this drive alone, and some pretty nice ones as well.
Right. And so far, great performance here. Johnstown is really riding high right now on their confidence, and they're delivering. Chartiers Valley, good on the defense, and it looks like they have a lot of times good reception. It's just a matter of getting their hands around the ball. And
yeah, one quick change, they put all 5 receivers out, and they got a man over the middle and had him incomplete. 2 more points for the Trojans. Oh, yeah, and they get the ball back. Just kidding. The game's over.
Sure. So there we have it. Game ends 15-6. Johnstown with a back-to-back victory after playing against Still Valley, 25-0. So Johnstown gets a ride home, feeling quite victorious.
Yeah, the Trojans' iron grasp upon the Whippeal continues. Seems like the only team that can stop them is Woodland Hills.
Yeah, we shall see.
And we haven't seen that matchup on the Roxamore Sports Network just yet.
Not yet. Perhaps this Saturday. So be sure to tune in with us here on the Roxamore Sports Network on all platforms. Coming up Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're at the Woodland Hills Wolvarena for the knockouts and championships.
And once we get the next matchup, we'll let you know. But don't go anywhere. Whatever said matchup will be, we'll let you know. It'll be a mystery. And we'll return shortly here on the Roxamore Sports Network.